This is an Evergreen Media Network studio production.
Hi, welcome to Kriske Business. I'm Jesse, and I've got bad news for you if you're a potato lover. Potatoes may soon no longer be considered a vegetable. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Economic Research Service, when Americans eat vegetables, they're mostly eating potatoes and tomatoes. In 2019, the average American downed almost, guess how many pounds of potatoes, Kim?
60.
Will, guess how many pounds of potatoes the average American ate?
I gotta say 100 plus pounds with French fries, mashed potatoes, all that good potato stuff out there. 100 plus pounds for sure.
All right, you guys are on the right track. You're a little overboard though. It's almost 50 pounds of potatoes.
Oh, I won.
The course of the year. You won. That's right. And 31 pounds of tomatoes. But in the future, the USDA starts adding up our yearly vegetable totals. Tomatoes may take the top spot on a technicality because they're going to reclassify potatoes. They might. They haven't decided yes or no. But we'll see which side wins. The U.S. Dietary Guidelines Advisory Committee releases its 2025 guidelines. Until then, keep eating your vegetables and your potatoes.
Well, aren't tomatoes a fruit? Weren't they considered a fruit?
I think technically they're a vegetable as well.
I don't believe you.
Now, what about sweet potatoes? Are they considered a vegetable as well, or is it a whole different category?
Good question. Good question.
Will, you bring some good insight to this show.
Yeah, Will, bringing a perspective.
Right. And there's different kinds of potatoes, too, so a whole different classification there. I mean, especially with mashed potatoes, if you add milk to it, I could see where it takes it out of the vegetable category. But sweet potatoes that are supposedly supposed to be a little bit healthier than regular potatoes, so that's a whole different...
You got to smother that in brown sugar. That takes care of all of it. Butter and brown sugar. Yum.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Or some sweet potato fries or some cinnamon on there. Oh, yeah. That's the jam.
Now you're talking. Well, Will, aside from being a potato expert, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Right. Well, I'm a local here in Vero Beach, one of the few actually born at Indian River Medical Center here. Actually grew up in North Carolina, moved down here around my senior year of high school. Unfortunately, didn't go to high school, so I didn't go to Fort Pierce Central or any of that. I went to the adult high school at IRSC, went straight in there, got my degree, AA degree, bachelor's degree from there, and been in Vero now for about 10 plus years. So just sort of been working at different spots, retail places, restaurants, and now starting to get into broadcasting and podcasting with you guys.
Well, thanks for being here.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me.
Well, I'm glad you're aboard here.
I was just wondering how long we can make these potato puns go on for. I was going to say, thanks, Spuddy, for joining us.
Spuddy?
Like tomato spud? Isn't it a spud?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I knew. Let's start over, okay? Mash that.
Hey, that's a good one.
Hey, maybe I'm baked. You never know. Okay. Sorry,
keep it going.
guys.
Keep it. You're on a roll.
Oh, okay, potato roll, yes.
Like butter.
Like butter.
There we go.
So, Kim, do we want to take this time to get to know Will a little better?
Oh, yes, I have some great getting to know Will, getting to know all about you.
Okay, all right.
I have several questions, but we'll start slow here.
Let's do it.
What's your pizza order?
Ooh, pizza order. I'm a traditionalist. I gotta go with just a regular cheese pizza, but it's gonna be a little extra well done. I like it on the crispy side, for sure.
And your favorite TV show?
Ooh, that's tough right there. I gotta go old school, always my favorite's King of the Hill, for sure.
Okay.
Oh, I like King of the Hill.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
I heard a reference today that's not my purse. Actually, at Chili's today, somebody referenced King of the Hill that's not my purse line from Bobby. That was perfect. A great day.
What's the worst smell?
Ooh, worst smell. That's actually a tough one. Worst smell. I know this is going to be different. It's going to be controversial, but for me, it's bleach. That's the worst smell. Bleach for me gets me, and every time bleach is sprayed, just reminds me of a YMCA for some reason. I can't get that out of my head.
What are you proud of, but never have an excuse to talk about?
Ooh. That's a good one. I think being the first person in my family to graduate with a bachelor's degree. I think that's my first proudest moment that never really gets talked about or asked about, for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. My parents got AA degrees. My grandfather got a bachelor's degree, but I was the first kid in the whole family to go on and get the bachelor's degree. So
that's great.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have a generic joke that you like to tell everybody?
Ooh, generic joke. I'm not a jokester. I don't have many jokes on the Rolodex. I'm not a big jokester. I really just kind of take jokes from everybody else and see how funny or how flat they are.
Hilarious.
You're right.
Well, that's all I have for getting to know Will. Jess, you got anything
all
for
right.
me?
We'll come back to it.
I like
Jesus.
That.
So, Will, where did you went to adult high school here locally? Did you go to college?
I did.
You said you did, yeah.
Yeah, I went to IRSC.
IRSC, okay.
Got lucky there. That the adult high school is perfect over there. If anybody is interested, it's sort of like dual enrollment. I was in there with a lot of dual enrollment students, and you take a placement exam, then you take a college course, and essentially they just kind of push you right into IRSC. And went there, got my AA, did a semester down at FAU, just kind of tested the waters at a big school. Mm-hmm. And then luckily they offered bachelor programs back here at home. So I came back here and got my business degree.
Nice.
So it worked out pretty good.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead, Kim.
You are a Miami fan. Currently, while we're taping this, they are down with Rutgers. How you feeling?
Well, after 22 years of disappointment, it's not anything different than what the usual season looks like. You get to a bowl game at 7-5, 6-6 every year, and they tend to lose the bowl game every year. So it's a clockwork being a Miami Hurricanes fan. You lose to UNC or Duke every year, and then you have a 2 or 3 game losing streak in the middle of the season. So it's not anything different. It's the same season for Miami. And for me, I think the biggest thing is them not having a stadium on campus is the biggest downfall for Miami football. But it's not anything. 14-0 to a team 6-6 out of the Big Ten. It's the usual for Miami for sure.
Well, the reason I asked.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. The reason and I might have lost the entire thing here. So the reason I asked, we do have screen, is because.
What did I do? What did I do wrong?
I might have messed it up. Let's keep going.
Oh, jeez. I f***ed it all up by asking you about your
we got one.
team. Sorry. Classic Kim.
The reason I ask is because I was going to talk about this story here. It's going to work. Okay. AI is becoming a real problem. So a UCF student wrote an essay, and it was mistakenly flagged as being written by artificial intelligence. All right, so universities across the country are tracking down on students who try to use AI to assist with their assignments. One student was forced to jump through hoops to prove his work was actually his own after it was mistakenly flagged as being written by AI. Now, this is happening, across the country, where kids are relying on artificial intelligence to kind of do their work for them. And universities have to step in and try to prevent any bad stuff from happening, right? So, the professor here in question is turning now to handwritten assignments. So whenever you have a long story due or a long essay that you need to produce, she's making people do it by hand. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, handwriting for me is not my biggest strong suit, and using AI, you can't fault the students for being smart about that. I remember back in my day, we had Cliff Notes and different things, and you still had to cite your sources. So there's different ways around it. That's pretty smart by that student for sure.
I think it's smart for the teacher. No one writes anymore. Our kids, it's very rare they write.
Yeah.
And it's not hard to copy the AI that prints out, you know?
Right, exactly.
So go ahead and copy it, but at least, learn some cursive, that kind of thing.
That's true. Yeah. Jesse, what do you think about AI? Because AI is kind of taken over everything, broadcasting and storytelling, everything.
Yeah. I mean, while it can be extremely useful, extremely helpful, it's pretty scary.
It is.
Because, it relies on humans to feed it information. And we've taught it now to to scan. We taught AI to scan the internet, learn off the internet. Well, we all know everything you read, hear, and see on the internet not necessarily is true. Sometimes it's lies, misinformation, disinformation on purpose, and so now we're feeding that to our computers. It's gonna be wacky. We got a wacky future ahead of us, folks.
It's tough. Have you heard the Ozzy Osbourne AI where it sounds just like him? So they're starting to make songs with AI now. So like nowadays, you won't even know if it's the real song, the real artist. On the flip side, it kind of is a good thing because sometimes some of those artists have passed away and you still get songs out of it, even though it's not really their voice, but it's their voice. So it's kind of a catch-22 on that one.
Yeah, it's a gray area.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, absolutely. All right, so why don't we come back? We'll go to a break. We'll come back. We'll get a little caught up with everything. And we've got more stories. And we got Kimpossible trivia.
Ooh.
All right, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Right now at Sunshine Furniture, it's holiday sale time, so you can save up to 50% on selected groups of indoor and outdoor furniture from Lloyd Flanders, Telescope, Windward, Capri, Seawinds, Universal, and lots more. Sofas, love seats, dining sets, patio groups, occasional chairs, bedroom sets, all on sale just in time to make Santa say ho, ho, ho. Also, all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half off. And don't forget to visit our outlet and sales store just across the street from our main location for lots of great holiday bargains. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in the Publix Plaza next to Planet Fitness in Vero Beach. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Sunshine Furniture brightens up your day. Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Ooh, have a sunshine day. Sunshine Furniture.
Sure, they were born in Jersey, but they were made in America. An attitude and a sound like no other. Jersey Boys is the international musical phenomenon that takes you behind the scenes and behind the music of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
I'll go on living and keep on forgiving because...
Who knew four guys from New Jersey would turn the world upside down with a unique sound that nobody had heard, but radio couldn't get enough of? Over 10 years on Broadway, winner of 4 Tony Awards with worldwide performances. It's the award-winning musical of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, featuring over 15 of their certified gold songs, and you know them all. Jersey Boys opens January 2nd at Vero's magnificent Riverside Theater, but you don't have to wait. Get your best tickets now at the box office or riversidetheater.com.
All right, welcome back to Kriske Business. An alleged serial killer in Washington has been hit with a new murder charges after authorities revealed that he may have used the same scheme to kill all 4 of his victims by telling them he needed their help finding buried treasure. Now, there are so many stupid people out there. And this guy, he was a predator of them. Richard Bailey Jr., 40 years old. He basically lured these people in. So we found all 4 of these people were killed after they came into money and fell for Bradley's tale that he needed their help digging up buried gold in a wooded area of his farm. Okay, so here's what happened. He's got a 160-acre farm way out there in Washington State, right? And he somehow met Emilia Marturin, who was 36.
Spin it out.
So basically,
Who cares?
This guy and his son were killed. One other person was killed after he won $20,000 at a casino, and he was known to carry large amounts of drugs and cash on him. So this guy lured them to his property where he killed them. A father and his son claimed an inheritance, and somehow this guy figured it out, got them to their residence, and chopped them up
Oh.
And then another guy with a pound of heroin and $15,000 in cash arrived at this guy's farm and chopped him up. And
Well, he's not ugly.
Yeah.
He's like clean cut. I wouldn't be.
He's got kind of a Biggie Smalls eye going on there a little bit.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
he's nicely shaven and he's got some cute little lips. I mean, I wouldn't think he's a murderer, but I'm also not going to his house and looking for treasure.
right, if somebody comes to you saying they got buried treasure in their house, you gonna go?
Well, it sounds like these people brought the treasure to him. You said one person had 20,000, the other person had 15,000.
Right. Yeah.
Was it heroin?
A pound of heroin.
Yeah. Sounds like a party.
Right.
I guess so.
My
Yeah.
goodness. Yeah. No, I don't know. Especially if I had 15,000 already in my pocket. I don't know if I'm gonna go search somebody's property for gold. That seems a little sketchy to me.
Yeah.
Bit sketch.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, rest in peace to the victims, but one of those.
That's right. That's right. Last week we reported that Burger King Whopper, an inflatable Whopper, was wreaking havoc on a town. It was a windy day. The inflatable Whopper got away and started destroying this town. Yeah.
Where can you get one of those?
I don't know. I tried to get them to make me a 15-pound Whopper, so they couldn't do it that way.
Is that a rival burger spot that it was going after in the background there? Or was it
That
looking for
would be
McDonald's?
awesome.
Or...
Yeah, they're always right across from the street from each other, right?
Oh, yeah. I've seen those videos of the Burger King employees, picking up, like, McDonald's, and they sit in the car. They don't want to go inside of the place because they don't want to show themselves picking up a rival burger. So I could see where somebody maybe cut the ropes a little bit to let that burger fly away.
It could be. Could be. Well, now inflatables are wreaking havoc across the globe because now there's an inflatable pink elephant became a nightmare at a concert in Argentina. Whoa! It got loose from its moorings. Now, severe storms ripped through Argentina. Now, the bad part is it knocked down the stage and it injured 15 people. Let me turn this video down. It's kind of loud.
I didn't want to be the one to say it. This is the old lady.
Yeah.
It really is loud.
So you can see the stage is basically down on the ground there. The festival was canceled.
Yeah, I could see why, yeah.
Yeah. But, pink elephants and Burger King Whoppers are taking over.
Yeah.
If AI doesn't take over, and if dolphins with thumbs don't take over, it's going to be pink elephants.
The pink elephants flying all over the place. Well, a couple of days ago, we were told to take down our inflatables here for Christmas because everything was flying away. And our Frosty was flying across the yard as well. So it's one of those. They are taking over. You got to watch out.
Gotta look out. Yep. All right. Kim, is it time for trivia?
Absolutely. We got to kick Will out.
You got to kick me out. All right.
And
I
we'll test Jesse's skills and then come on back to I'll come grab you when it's time to come back.
Sounds good. Alrighty. I shall return.
All right, very good. Oh, I don't want Chris. We want Kimpossible trivia. I'm going to turn that.
Kimpossible trivia.
All right, Will has left the studio, and now it's just me and Kim. Kim is going to ask me questions. You know how trivia works.
What do you think of this guy?
I like him.
He's very, I think he's great. He's nice and talkative.
Yeah, that definitely helps out with the broadcast.
And not an idiot.
Right.
So far.
So far, yeah, we'll see.
Okay, Jess.
All right.
Are you ready? I've got 7 questions here, kind of all over the place.
All right, we'll see.
What year did the demolition of the Berlin Wall begin?
Oh, that was 1989.
Which duo won a Grammy for the first rap performance?
The first rap duo Grammy, I'm going to say Run DMC.
What is the largest land predator?
Ooh, the largest land predator. I'm going to go with let's go with elephant.
And Shaggy taught us to deny everything, even when caught, by saying what phrase?
Wasn't me.
What is the medical term for bad breath?
Halitosis.
How many time zones are there in the world?
24.
How much did Elon Musk pay to acquire Twitter?
Oh, a lot of money.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go with 3 billion.
Okay. And with that, we'll do whoever's closest will win that.
All right.
Okay, let me go get Will.
All right, you get Will. All right. Well, that's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun here on the show. You know, if you want to have a lot of fun, you can host your own show. Just hit us up. Hit us up. Our shows are available on Facebook, YouTube, and live stream on the EGM network. We're also on 107.9 FM in Vero Beach Saturdays and Sundays. Our show is on at noon. You can have your show on during the day. Contact Evergreen Media. Email us at hello@egreenmedia.com. All right, Will's back in the studio.
I'm back.
It's the moment of truth, Will.
Uh-oh.
It's time. It's time to test your trivia knowledge with
Okay.
Kimpossible Trivia.
Let's do it.
All right, Will. In what year did the demolition of the Berlin Wall begin?
Ooh, Berlin Wall demolition was 1989.
Okay, what duo won a Grammy for the first rap performance?
Ooh, duo, not group. Ooh, that's a good one. Let's do Salt and Pepper.
What is the largest land predator?
Largest land predator. Ooh,
I like how he oohs and ahs at all my questions.
I gotta think. Rhinoceros.
Okay, and Shaggy taught us to deny everything, even when caught, by saying what phrase?
The phrase was. I just quote the same phrase, rut-row, raggy, all the time. That's the one I go with.
Okay, what is the medical term for bad breath?
Medical term for bad breath. Mouthwash.
How many time zones are there in the world?
In the world. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in the United States. I'm gonna go with 6 or 7. 7. I'll go 7.
How much did Elon Musk pay to acquire Twitter?
Ooh.
And the closest to is what's going to win this.
Let's go with he paid about 20 billion.
Okay, that's what we got going on.
Ooh, I don't think I did very well. Yeah, Rocky go on that one.
Yeah, neither one of you did that great.
I'm not alone.
So when did the Berlin Wall begin? That Jesse
The
said
demolition.
The demolition. Jesse said 1989. So did
We
you?
both
Yeah.
did, yeah.
1990.
Oh, off by a year.
So
huh?
close.
The duo that won a Grammy, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Oh, see, I went female with that one. That was my bad.
Which one did you say,
I
Jess?
said Run DMC.
Ooh,
that was a little before
that's
that.
a good one too.
But,
The largest
was that for
land.
parents just don't understand?
I didn't do the research,
Oh,
Jesse.
okay.
Thank
Or
you.
the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
What is the largest land predator? That is the polar bear. Jesse said
Oh, the polar, not
elephants.
the elephant.
I said
huh?
rhinoceros. I thought.
That's a good one too. I was going to
Yeah.
switch it to hippo, but
Yeah,
I would have been wrong too.
Now this is where your age
So what was the
shows. the polar bear.
Polar bear. Okay.
Okay. I can see
Okay, Shaggy taught us to deny everything, even when caught.
Uh huh.
We're talking about Shaggy the singer.
Oh,
It wasn't me.
Oh, I thought Scooby Doo.
Yep, I could-
You
I
got
could
me with
see that.
one. Boomtastic.
Yes, yes, exactly. So it wasn't me. Jesse got that correct,
Oh.
and Ruh-roh did not work.
Yeah, it didn't work on that one. Yeah, you could. You could though.
Medical term for for bad breath is halitosis.
Yeah, I could see that.
Jesse got that correct.
Said mouthwash. Yeah.
How many time zones are there in the world?
Ooh, tough.
24.
24 time zones.
I know.
Wow.
I learned something today too. I
Yeah.
was on the same level as you. I'm like, oh.
24. Huh.
And Elon Musk,
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Literally.
Right.
Jesse.
How much did he pay for X?
Yes.
Okay, Jesse guessed 3 billion. Will
Ooh.
said 20 billion.
20, yeah.
Will, you are closest. It was 44 billion.
$44 billion.
Wow.
Wow.
So Jesse, you did win that.
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
All right.
But Well, Will, thank you for joining us. This was fun.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you
thanks for
very much for
coming.
having me. This is a blast. I catch the episodes while you guys post them, so I'm just happy to be here, and you guys rock. This is awesome.
Well, thanks for joining us. We
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Definitely.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.
All right, we'll see you next week. Take care, Will. Take care, Kim.
See you next year.
Bye.